All right, the other football. What do we got?
So, Coach, if you want to start with just an opening statement about winning the season tomorrow against Idaho State.
Yeah, lots of excitement. We have a little bit of an older group, so excited about the leadership, the competitiveness. We've just heard Coach Norvell talk about competitiveness. That is definitely the group that we have, and our theme of the season is now, and the reason why is because it's human nature to think about the outcome and thinking about what we did last year, and we really want to just dial it into how can we be better right now, and that's at this moment, that's when we get into training and just digging deep to being our best self. So big push is what can we do to improve our individual self, because that'll ultimately help the team. So really excited to just build on our veteran group, brought in a few newcomers, and it's one practice at a time, and get ready for our party day, which are our game days.
Obviously, one of the big things this year is having your new pitch. How does it feel to have like a home base and a place where you can really build the culture with new players and veterans that are still on the team?
Yeah, incredible. The footprint that we have out there, thanks to previous football, right? They were out there before us, so sacred grounds, as we call it. But just having a full practice field and a full match field is unbelievable, just to get the full development. Our goalkeepers can have a section to themselves, and so from that standpoint, just a lot of pride out there, and super grateful for the donation that we got, and just ultimately the team building the stands. I think the number one thing that we wanted when we got that facility was lights, and so we got to play under the lights for the first time in our exhibition, and it's just a different experience, and I'm really grateful that our student athletes can experience under the lights, and we'll be doing that tomorrow night.
Do you look forward to the future in terms of like another run in the Mountain-West Championship?
Nope, just right now. Just right now, present. Yeah.
How important was that for, like you said, kind of just building the experience of the team to get to experience what that takes, and I guess in some way the hurt of not finishing with the win?
Yeah, you certainly have a chip on your shoulder for sure. But to be fair, as a competitor, that should be every moment, right? It's how you're trying to get better. And I know that sounds repetitive, but the repetition helps us look at, hey, did we make progress in what we're doing? So, this non-conference setup we're excited about. And again, it goes back to it's not who we're playing, it's about what can we do and what can we improve every day to continue to raise the tempo. That's something that we've been working on, and just play our style, right? We're going to make little adjustments here and there against different opponents, but it's about being our best version of ourselves, and how can we get better every day. And certainly I think we're a little bit more relevant now than we've been in the past, and so whether we're coming in traditionally as a bottom seed team, when our conference opponents play us, it's all right, we might have a little bit more target on our back, which is exciting, and that's for us as a program. Not only do we want to win, we want to be at the top, and we want to stay at the top. So we talk very little about winning championships. That is the vision of our program, because again, it comes down to the nuts and bolts of the process.
This is a program that's bounced around campus to play home games. From a coach's perspective, to have a home, what does that mean for you in terms of recruiting, in terms of building a culture of growing this program?
Yeah, massive. That's one of the words that our athletic director, John Weber, uses a lot, massive. And I think that's the impact that Colorado State Athletics is going for. How can we be first? How can we be leaders in what we're doing? And just having that facility for recruits to come out there and say, hey, this is ours, this is our own, especially for a women's soccer program, is absolutely massive.
What have you learned about yourself as a coach, since taking over, and have there been any processes that you kind of reflect and change?
Yeah, we do this thing called DISC. It's an athlete's assessment, and it's you learn about yourself and kind of your behavioral traits, and we're doing that with our teams. So DISC is D, dominant, I is kind of like the fun person, S is supportive teammate, and C is like the details. I'm very much a box checker type of coach. We have a lot of systems in place that I think are fantastic, but so much of that is how are we going to get the players to buy in and have the ownership that this is their program. So as I came into year one, we're setting the standard for the expectations as a staff, and then as we've developed the leaders each year, now it's their program. And so I think just kind of giving them that ownership and letting go a little bit while making sure we're maintaining that standard has been a process, and it helps to have wonderful student athletes. Love my team, and it's just been really cool to see their growth and process, not only on the field from a leadership standpoint, but off the field, just great character people, and they're keeping each other accountable, and that's really critical for us.
Using those strategies, have you noticed anything different or unique about this year's roster of women?
I mean, again, I think just experience and a little bit more veterans on our team, and we work on leadership development every single day, and that's freshmen getting up in front of the group and having to present how they're going to get better today, how they're going to lead, and we take them through a little exercise every single day. So when you start doing that, you're depositing kind of a leadership growth in a piggy bank, and so now it's our fourth and fifth years have a ton of investment into themselves, the leadership, and then, of course, as a competitor and what we expect at Colorado State.
You have a lot of veterans. Is there anybody on the younger side that's kind of jumped out to you that we should keep our eyes on?
Yeah, we brought a smaller class in this year, and to be quite frank, the portal's actually been pretty good for us. So while she's an older player, Maggie Altman has come in, and she's only got one semester, and so she's older, but we got her from Nebraska, and ironically we're playing Nebraska this Sunday, so that'll be pretty neat for her. We have Mia Casey, who's here, who'll be a rising sophomore. You'll hear from Liv Stutzman as well. We've got Sophia from Spain, who she's coming back from an injury, just has a little bit of a fun Spanish flair that I think is exciting for our group. And then, our sophomore class is loaded, so it's from that standpoint, I think our newest freshman, Kaja Dion, is something special, and she's already making an impact in our program. And one of the things I learned from Coach Summit is if you don't have speed, you're chasing it, and she's got some speed, so we're excited to see that.
Thanks, Coach.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, guys.